Hello, my name is Dan Reynolds. I'm a volunteer at the Braille Institute, and this afternoon I'm interviewing one of my dearest students, Debbie Dorsett, who has demonstrated to me that she has all the right stuff to employ the modern technology that's available. And here, that pretty much involves the use of an iPad, either the large one or the small one. Now, what I'm going to be doing is just asking Debbie to share a little bit about how she got her first iPad mini and from whom, and I'll ask her some questions. And I'm very happy that you would like to know about Debbie, and you can read about her in the little passage that will be below this video. So Debbie, the first question I'd like you to talk to our viewers is, how did you hear about Women Working Wonders, and why did you apply for the Debbie Project?
Because I'm the Debbie. I'm Debbie Dorsett. And that I met Virginia at the knitting shop, and she told me all about the project.
Yeah, and Debbie works at a knitting shop close to the Braille every weekend. She's a very fabulous knitter. And Virginia D'Addario is the head of Women Working Wonders. She's the founder and director. She has a whole bunch of gals that work with her, including several of us at Braille. And Debbie turned out to be the very first recipient. So, with Virginia D'Addario so happy about that, she decided to name the project the Debbie Project, and that's why we're interviewing Debbie first. And Debbie has been employing the iPad for quite a while, so I'd like to ask her this question. What do you use your mini iPad for?
I use my mini iPad for music, the emails, iCloud, no, not iCloud, Skype, Facebook.
Yes, and we have a Skype group, don't we, Debbie? And
Yes,
Debbie's a very loyal follower. We have a Skype group Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday night from 7 to 9, and anybody visually impaired, and we have people from all over the country really joining us. And we talk, Debbie, don't we? We just talk about everything under the sun. There's no topic specific, but a lot of a lot of sharing goes on of knowledge about the apps for the iPad. So it's a very interesting and productive time. And Debbie has been with us right from the beginning. And if there's anybody that shows up, it's Debbie. And you're using it to play country music, right?
Yes.
I mean, you're a real country fan.
Yes.
No Mozart, no hip hop, no rap. It's all country, and she has a couple favorite stations. And one thing that I really love about Debbie, she has the Big Ben chimes that lets us all know the hour and half hour wherever we are in Braille. So we're very aware of the time thanks to that. Now, Debbie, what was your life like before you received your mini iPad? Can you talk a little bit about what happened, what was happening before, and then, of course, how has it impacted your life after you got it?
It did a lot for me after I got my iPad.
Okay, but before
I didn't know anything about electronics.
Just you were a little bit computer competent, but as far as all this fancy technology, not known at all.
No.
And I have to tell you, from my point of view, this little gal took a hold of her iPad mini thanks to the Women Working Project, and she has become a teacher of that as well as a heavy user. I'm so thrilled. She's very independent in her use, which is exactly what Virginia and all of us who are associated with Women Working Wonders would hope for somebody like Debbie. Now you got it, and what changed? What things were you able to do that you couldn't do before?
I learned how to Skype, Facebook.
Oh, you use Facebook, okay.
Yes, Facebook.
How do you do that without pictures? Or do you put pictures up and, because
You
you're
can.
blind, you see people are going to be confused. With Facebook, that's for pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
But what do you do on Facebook? What do
You can go look up people you know and see what they're posting and stuff, and it'll read it to you what they posted on there.
Yes, it will.
Yes.
Yes, it will. So we shouldn't, as sighted people, think, oh, Debbie's blind, she can't use Facebook. That's not true at all. She uses it, and obviously she doesn't sit there for hours staring at pictures, but there's a lot of other things on those.
Yes.
There's addresses, there's podcasts, people talk about different websites, and with the iPad mini, Debbie can do all of that relatively easily with a few gestures. Blind don't have a mouse. They have to use gestures or keystrokes. And with the iPad mini, it's basically gestures, and I have to say This young lady has really mastered the basic ones, and she puts it to constant use. She's just carrying it everywhere. I suppose her parents would prefer she doesn't have voiceover on, which is the screen reader, so she has some earphones, and she wears those, I suppose. Don't you, Abby? You don't.
Yes.
Yeah, because Papa and Mama probably say, turn that thing off, and you say,
Yeah.
I can't, I got to have voiceover.
Yeah.
So you put on the earphones, and she's doing very well with those. Yeah, well, Debbie, it's been really nice talking to you. I hope people will be inspired by your desire to learn, and I am particularly happy, and I know Virginia is very grateful that you got this whole beautiful program of a pay-forward process started, and I'm proud to say I belong to the Debbie Project too, although unfortunately I have to buy my own iPads, but so be it. Okay. So now, would you like people to have an email or a way of contacting you if they're interested, Debbie, or would you prefer to have them call me, or what? What would you like?
Call you.
Yeah, well, people that are interested in the Debbie Project, of course, can call me. My home phone is 760-537-1830, and you can call and leave a message, and I will do my very best to inform you. Letitia Lyles is another lady that is very useful and does a lot of teaching, and she has a blog, and if you call me, I can give you that kind of information. But for now, we'll say bye-bye, Debbie, and
Bye.
Thank you so very much for taking time to share your story with the others who want maybe to have their own iPad and may be eligible for the Women Working Wonders Project. Call me if you want to know, are you eligible, and I will relay that information to Virginia D'Addario.